Well, this actually leads into the perfect wrap up, I'd say. Here we got this final segment that we do called the Guestions, where we've got a bunch of predetermined questions we fire off, and not even necessarily about anything to do with what we've talked about today.
Okay.
But it's just every guest gets the same
every guest
questions.
gets
It's a
the same
nice little
ones.
way to wrap it, bring it full circle, have a bit of fucking positivity after an hour and a half of some pretty heavy shit. So
Yeah, sweet.
if you want to hit him with question number
All right.
one, my man.
Question number one: what's your favorite song of all time?
I like Born Free,
Yeah, okay, yep.
but again, and not being all fucking sad. Well, I don't know if it's meant to be a short answer, but it will be a short
Ben,
answer.
no,
but
no,
go-
maybe
go-
10-minute
it
answers,
can- yeah,
mate.
go
It's-
as
But
full
from
hard as you want.
13, and I don't mean it's not poor me or whatever, but 13, 20, I didn't listen to music.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get into music. Even to this,
You didn't exactly have your fucking Discman even in that back
Yeah,
then.
that's
probably,
right,
yeah.
exactly right. So I didn't really get into music. And then the drug addiction didn't get into music. And I find that music really brings me fucking down. I've got to be in a good spirit to listen to music. I'm one of those types. So,
Okay.
but Born Free, Born Free, I like
Yeah,
it.
nice. Okay.
Is it something where you've found that now it's more accessible to you? Like, now that things are going better, that you're starting to kind of grow like an attachment to or liking music more? Or it's just, right?
No,
it's
just not. I haven't got a particular band that I like.
Yeah.
I think some bands sing some good songs, like Poison. I like a couple of Poison songs,
Yeah.
a couple of Guns N' Roses. I like fucking James Blunt.
Yeah.
I like, I've got a variety of songs, but I've got to be in a, if I'm drinking, fuck yeah. Crank
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
Like, crank that shit. If I'm sitting around by myself, nah.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned, so when you're with your driving, is that audiobooks? Is that where you do a lot of?
Smash the audiobooks. Smash
Yeah.
podcasts and audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And just mix them up. Podcasts are good. You get an hour, you get a short, quick hit.
Yeah.
Or you get a 20-hour book where you just fucking get into it like a movie.
See, because I'm a music fanatic, and yet still I love like driving
And just music.
podcasts. All this. No, that's the thing. Like I've always been music. Like
Yeah.
my dad was just there was never not music playing in my house growing up, so it's just like such a part of my personality.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still fucking love podcasts. And
Yeah,
listen,
cool.
I just love listening
There's
to.
something about a story, isn't there?
Yeah, I just love it because like obviously.
Yeah, and a real
Yeah.
story, yeah.
Well, me doing comedy as well, I just love hearing comedians talk, whether it's about comedy or just like their way of thinking about shit that I kind of, resonate with because
Yeah,
of my
of
own
course.
brain and how
Yeah,
it works
yeah,
in
yeah.
comedy. I just love listening to comedians fucking talk nothingness. And it's like sometimes afterwards I'm like, wow, that offered me no substance whatsoever.
Yeah.
It is,
But it's cool, yeah.
It makes driving fucking go
Yeah,
quickly.
it does.
I'm not-
That's what I say to
not in my
people
own head,
too.
where-
Is you sit in the corner for 5 hours, that time's going to drag.
Yeah.
You sit in the corner listening to something, you just go so
Yeah, that
quick.
must help you drive so much because
Oh.
again, you'd feel like you're just because that's when a podcast is done well, you feel like you're in the room with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so if you're getting the feeling of driving across the fucking Nullarbor, which
Yeah.
doesn't exactly have too many things to look at, and you're able to get yourself feeling like you're sitting in the room but just not talking back to them.
Definitely. I mean, I've driven past, say, Nullarbor Roadhouse, listening to a book, a great book. I like, I can't remember his name. Anyway, we'll get into it. But, still trying to think. No, but I drove past the Nullarbor Roadhouse and then the next town roadhouse is 180 Ks, right?
Yeah.
And I know I'm coming up to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. I'm right into this book, like fucking focus. It's 2 a.m, fucking just right into this book, like. And next minute I see this next roadhouse is 160 Ks. I've just done 40, 50 Ks, gone past the roadhouse
Yeah,
without
no
even
shit.
even knowing, just in depth of this
Yeah.
book. And that's
Yeah.
what it can do. It just, I mean, you focus on the road, don't get
Of
me
course,
wrong.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
still
But that's an
fucking-
autonomous thing at this stage, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Whereas the whole like stopping for anything that's on the left or right of you,
Yeah, it's fucking, yeah.
Well, I'm going to change question number 2 here, right?
Oh,
I'm going to
there's no
change
order,
it.
mate. There's no
Okay.
order.
No, I'm going to ask a different question. That's
Oh, you
never
should
been
ask-
asked
but
before.
let's just not
That
go
I
in
think
any
is more suitable to like.
Okay, all right.
What's your favourite book of all time?
I wish the wife was here. I can't remember it. What's it called? Oh, I have to look on my phone.
Go
No,
for
no,
it,
you know
Alan.
what? No, all bullshit. So my favourite is Mike Tyson.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
right.
like a,
The
Is that his own that he wrote?
Yep. How to spend 300 million in 3 years or
I
something.
want to read because I just watched the series
to
that
a
they
man,
did
it's-
where they did, and it was fucking. He said it was whole not art, but I was enthralled by
Yeah.
what I found out after the fact was a
Yeah.
bullshit series of events.
No, but this is the untold
Him-
story or
yeah,
something, whatever it's
wow.
called.
And there's an audio book of it.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
absolutely love that.
Love that. And the King, was it the King of, what was his name? Abraham and King Street,
Okay, yeah.
Prince of King Street in Sydney. What's it? King Street? What's it
King's
called?
Cross?
King's
Cross,
Cross.
yeah.
The King of King's Cross or something it's
Okay.
called.
Yeah, right.
That's really, really
All about the
brilliant.
underbelly like type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. How he owned the nightclubs and all the scene and and so I like the true story books.
Yeah.
But my favourite, can't remember. That's so bad. Power One. The Power One about a boxer. It's not real. It's not a real story or anything. I don't know the author. I do know the author. I just on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
But the Power One is brilliant book, and his books go for wife's gonna kill me. I can't remember his name, but his books go for like 30 hours.
Yeah. Okay,
Wow.
yeah.
So
big
they
books.
drag on, but they just keep again. You're driving to Perth, so I've got
Yeah,
plenty of
exactly.
time.
Yeah. So you're just not like you got like shit to do.
But Mike
Like,
Tyson, absolute.
Yeah, I would very
Love
much
it.
You
like
love
to.
it. You love it. If you like Mike
Yeah.
Tyson, even if you don't like him,
No,
it
it's
changes your
just
whole.
a crazy, like, he's just one of those people that's
Characters,
just
bro.
like,
And he was so giving.
yeah.
Like he was so like homeless, but he was giving like fucking gold rings and shit. Like
Yeah.
just
He always used to go buy out all the fucking toy stores and shit
yeah,
like that. Yeah, like a crazy. And again, it's just one of those things where, people, again, he had a fucked upbringing.
Yeah.
And then people get their fucking hooks into
Yeah,
you once
yeah.
they realize that there's a fucking talent
of
there and
money
you don't
there.
know any better because
Yeah.
you're just this fucking, delinquent who's
Absolutely.
can punch
Who loves
people's
to box,
fucking lights
yeah.
out.
yeah.
And it's just, again, it really is a story of how fucked the world is.
Yeah,
in terms
100%,
of everyone's just looking for ways to be able to use you.
Yeah, exactly.
To line
To
their
benefit them.
pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
sad. It's
Should I
fucking
hit him with
sad.
question number 3?
Yeah, go for it.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece of advice I've been given. Fucking hell. Probably just be you. Like,
Yeah.
I think I got told that by a police officer.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, who was he would take me back. He said, "Be you, but just change a few things." He was a cricket coach as well,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
so he's seen that I had a bit of potential. And he said, "Be you, but you need to change a few things that you're doing, but just keep being you, and stick to bloody playing cricket and get out of this shit." Unfortunately, he was the one that was blown up here in Adelaide.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the one in the
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened?
Jeff Bowen is his name.
Yeah.
He the seat in the police building here.
Yeah.
and undid a package and got blown up. This has been in
true.
1995, 96,
Yeah.
Wow.
something like that. I was in Adelaide watching. I was like, and his photo came. I was like, get up,
No
and it was
shit.
him. So yeah, just be you,
Yeah.
I think it's
like
probably-
that.
because otherwise there wasn't too much
Advice. Yeah.
There really
Yeah.
But
wasn't.
like you said, what we were just saying about how, again, the people that have been like, oh, with your content or whatever, and you're like, no, I'm just going to fucking be me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
either people are going to want to come along for that journey,
Yeah, that's right.
but I'm going to enjoy it because I'm getting to be authentic.
Exactly
and
right. If
whatever
I lose
else.
10 followers on the way, I'm going to gain 100.
Exactly.
Like from
Because
being
people,
me.
as I said, the world is lacking. What we try to shine through on this podcast as much as possible is just authenticity and
Yeah.
try to be us, as much as we possibly can, because either people are going to like that or they're fucking not.
That's
But if
right.
I'm
Yeah.
here being a fucking radio host trying to be,
You're being something you're not.
yeah,
bro.
like, trying to get
Robotic
people
bullshit,
shit on
eh?
something that's fucking
And people
not
see
real.
straight through that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't have 106,000 followers if I was like that.
No,
Yeah.
that's
I
right.
just,
Exactly.
I just
Well, I mean, the
wouldn't.
thing is, this is the thing that stands out for me is that there's plenty of other photo pages that are going
Yeah,
around that
fucking
take
others.
great photos, but
Yeah.
you stand out because of that authenticity, because of the reason that you do it, and that it is obviously. I mean, you found a niche, as you said. Not
Yeah.
every truck driver is out there fucking
No.
with
Yeah.
a $4,000 drone, and also able to. And you said on the Youngblood podcast as well about how, like, you turned your negative obsessive personality and addictive personality, and you went and self-taught through YouTube
Yeah.
videos how to edit, how to do all
Hours,
of the stuff, how to
hours.
get the right photos, the lighting and everything. So you took something that was a negative in a large part of your life and went, fuck it, I'm
And that
just
gets
gonna
back
go.
to someone, you got to have something that you love
Yeah,
and passionate about in your life. And I think it's so important for everyone to have something like that.
Yeah.
And that come into a stage of my life where I needed it. So all my focus went on it. And I just fucking channeled in, and it was on YouTube, Google. I just wanted to improve,
Yeah.
and improve myself while I was taking better photos. Like I said, I
Yeah.
look back to that first photo I taken. I was like, there's no fucking way I'd post that now. Like,
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it is 100%.
that's
Love it.
awesome, man. Well, question number 4, which I think is a perfect thing. What is something that you're grateful for today?
what I'm grateful for. The love from my kids and love from my partner, and my partner sticking out with me through good and bad, and just the people that I'm surrounded with. It's only I'm only in a real small. I struggle still with mental health, and I just isolate myself from everyone. But I can talk to my partner. I can talk to my daughters if they know when they ring me and ask if okay. I'm just grateful for the little thing. Grateful for the little things in life rather than the big shit. Now it's just I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be alive.
Awesome, man. I like that.
Yeah, we
Amazing
absolutely,
answer.
there's plenty of times, as you said, that you may not have been. So
definitely.
I'm glad that you are here, mate, and that you're doing such amazing work and that you found some real good happiness in your life, man.
No.
You absolutely deserve it with everything that you've been through. And I appreciate, again, people don't, it's not easy coming and having the kind of conversation that you've just had.
It's not.
It takes
And
energy, bro.
it takes, it's energy. You have to relive the stuff.
Anxiety all
and-
day.
Yeah.
I won't even lie. Like it's just like, and it's not. You're just coming to be you.
Yeah.
You know that, but it's still there. It's still like fucking hell.
So I just really wanted to, I guess, thank you, specifically for that, because I know it's not easy, and but it is important. And
it is
I know
important.
that there will be someone listening to this that's going to take something from many of the things that you've said, at least one. And that's what.
And that makes worth sitting around an hour and a half, three good fellas having a chat worth it. isn't it?
Because that's the thing is that this just hasn't happened for generations.
Yeah.
Three blokes being this raw and honest about their own experiences or whatever just didn't exist. And, you would have been labelled a fucking pussy or whatever for being like, I struggle with mental. The fact that we can say, you can say that as many times as you have so easily is a sign of, how much
things
growth
have
or whatever
changed,
you've had. But like, I mean, my dad would have never fucking said that.
No,
His dad
exactly.
would have never said that,
And
so,
I don't care now. I don't care what people think. If they want to call you pussy, whatever. They're the ones that are going to get called out these days.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Well, they're the ones that are struggling
Yeah,
so fucking.
Yeah, that's right. They've got their own
and
fucking demons.
Again, they're on the fucking cans every single day because the idea of ever admitting, hey, I'm not coping is fucking so foreign to them. So
hiding behind a fake name on fucking TikTokers with
that's right. So I really appreciate you taking the time out on multiple occasions to tell everyone your story, and it's a compelling story, and it's so important because there's plenty of people, as I said, that have endured some part of what you've gone through, whether it's the family complete in fucking turmoil, whether it's the homelessness, whether it's the addiction. I mean, fuck. You've got the bloody Yahtzee of childhood traumas.
The Yahtzee.
So I appreciate it. But on that note, there is one final question.
more question.
And this is the all-important. This is what everyone comes here for. Hit him with it, my man.
All right. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And why?
Oh, fucking hell. I wasn't expecting. I've heard you say this one before. I have. One duck-sized horse or 100 horse-sized ducks?
No, one horse-sized duck, so one big duck.
One big duck and 100 little horses.
Now, this is someone who's got some horse expertise here.
I reckon I'd go the little horses. I reckon I could tame those little fuckers.
Oh, he's going to tame him. He's
The horse whisperer.
No, he's just going to like farm it out to the missus.
That's right.
Hey, I'm heading off, but there's 100 horses out here that you've got to deal with.
They're only small.
And they're pretty mad.
Imagine the drone shot going around 100 horses like stampeding through a nullable.
Yeah.
They're only like this big.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
That's cool.
be cool.
Yeah, no, I'd go the little horses. They're
Little
probably
horses.
a bit more safer than a
I've
duck.
got one extra question for you before we wrap it up.
Sweet.
Favorite photo or like place or whatever that you've ever taken, something that just sticks out as like this was just absolutely fucking amazing.
We were driving, left the border village. It was partner's turn to take over driving. I seen the clouds in the sky, and I was at the stage of, this was a couple of years ago, but by far the best photo I think I've taken. And I it's starting to get to this point of like I could see when it's going to be a good sunset or whatever with the cloud formations and all that sort of stuff. And it was only like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. I was going to bed, and you got to sleep. You got to go to bed. I can't stay up for the fucking sunset. And I said to myself, it's starting to pinken up a bit and the clouds are going a bit red. Fucking wake me up. She's like, Ben, pull over. Right, this is like 7 o'clock or something. I've just stuck the head out the curtain. I was like, fuck. Got out there. So I was on the Nullarbor airstrip. It's an airstrip where they use to Royal Flying Doctors come in.
Okay.
It's right next to the Bunda Cliffs. Blowing a gale. It was blowing a gale, so no good for the drone. I was like, fuck, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? And I walked over with the drone, put it on the ground in the middle of the road with the white line, the reflection of the sun in the trailers and everything, just magnificent. So it's not my favorite photo. Isn't even a
Is it
fucking
in the
a drone
sky?
shot in
Wow.
the sky.
Yeah, wow.
But it's the most popular picture I've put on the drone way.
yeah.
I've posted it every year, because you don't want to thrash it.
Yeah, of course.
But I get people that said that they've driven for a living around Australia for 2 years taking photos of trucks and never ever got close to something like it.
yeah.
Like, so it's that's my favourite.
Send it to us and we'll put
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's in the episode right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.